What's going on, Legionnaires, and welcome back to Comic Breakdown. If you are new to the channel, do me a favor, please hit that sub button, hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of the awesome content we have coming out all throughout the week. Now with this video, we're going to be jumping into some of the Infinite Frontier with Superman issue number 31. Now if you haven't been keeping up with this line, go ahead and check out the link in my description as well at the top of this video. It'll take you to a playlist that is covering all the issues prior to this one. Now this is written by Philip K. Johnson. Pencils are Sammy Bascri, and inks are the same. Now in the last issue, we picked up with Clark Kent and Jonathan. Now these two were making their way to a planet inhabited by Thakkramites, and they sent a distress call to Superman, a call for help sent out because of the Shadowbreed, a kind of hive mind that is trying to take over. And with that being said, let's dive into this breakdown. Alright guys, so issue number 31, it picks us up with a door that is closed, and we see both Jonathan and Superman come blasting through the door to find that this Shadowbreed have infected pretty much everybody inside, and those not infected, they are attempting to infect right now. Now the infected aliens, they start running towards Superman, and we see Superman clap his hands together, sending a shockwave and shooting them back in the other direction. Now Jonathan, he goes to use his heat vision on them. Using his heat vision, Superman tells him not to, because they don't want to hurt the individuals. Currently, they have what is kind of like a parasite on them, and so they don't want to kill the host. Not only that, but the heat vision, it makes them stronger. They absorb the energy from it. And so Jonathan, he tries something new out that he's been working on, and he shoots his heat vision, but it detonates just prior to hitting the targets, shooting all of them back in opposite directions. And this is where we see Superboy and Superman save the one individual that isn't infected, and they get out of there as fast as they possibly can. Now Jonathan, he's a little confused on what just happened back there, but the issue is these aren't the regular Shadowbreed that Superman once dealt with, because now they're jumping to living hosts, controlling them like puppets. No, as it stands, a few may not be a threat, but if it gets worse, if they continue to infect other people, this could be a serious issue that gets out of their control. And this is when Superman, he asks Jonathan, like, how did he detonate his heat vision prior to hitting his target? And Jonathan lets him know that he's just been playing around. He's been playing around with his heat vision, and it has to do with how the heat vision reacts with water molecules. And so he picks a spot to focus on, and he kind of brings the beams together, except on a molecular level. Now this is when they turn to Karth, the individual that they had rescued. And right now he's kind of in disbelief because of everything that has happened up to this point. You know, he has to question how long have they been taken over. Now Faldor, he'd created a weapon, a kind of light radiation bomb, and that's how they defeated the Shadowbreed last time. And so he wants to be able to create another one. And so he tells Karth to have Jonathan accompany him back to the laboratory to try to recreate this bomb. Maybe then they'll have some kind of defense against what's about to happen. Now right now, most of the people, most of the inhabitants, they're mourning the passing of their last leader. And Superman, he's gonna go over there and see what he can do. Make sure that the Shadowbreed don't infect them, because if they infect them, it will spread like wildfire. And this is where we see Jonathan and Karth. Now these two are making their way to the laboratory. On the way there, they're kind of having a conversation. You know, here on Karth's planet, fear is what dictates greatness. If someone is afraid of you, that means you are great. But on Earth, that is not necessarily true. On Earth, fear means that you are a dictator, and that people love Superman. He is a symbol of hope. He is everything that every human being aspires to be. Now, both of these individuals, they live in the shadow of their fathers. Because Karth, he's not somebody that is feared. And so this is perceived as weak on his planet. And Jonathan, he keeps being told that he's going to be stepping into the shoes and be Superman. But he tries to explain to everybody, to include his father, that there is never going to be another Superman. There is only one Superman, and that's Clark Kent. There is no way that you can replace who he is, because it's not just a symbol. Not anybody can just wear it. It is the person who is wearing it that matters the most. Now this is where we see Superman make his way to the memorial service, and he sees the masses gathered, looking over from them, calling out to them, telling them that they need to adhere to his words. He is giving them a warning of the Shadowbreed. And this is when they look up at him and he realizes that it's too late. The Shadowbreed have already made it their way here. They have already taken over the masses. They are all under the Shadowbreed's control. And it tells him, Superman sees them as an infection, but they have lived forever. They were there when the first Kryptonians crawled out of the caves. They were there when the Kryptonians' planet exploded. And they will continue long after and forever, because with each life they consume, they grow stronger. And Superman, he swears to get these parasites off of all the people. He wants to free them. And so the Shadowbreed says, okay, free them. If that's what we're gonna do here, let's free them. I will help you do it. And we see all of the inhabitants start running to the edge of the cliff and throwing themselves off. Now this is where we cut over with Karth and John making their way to the laboratory finally. Now going inside, Karth starts looking for parts to be able to build this bomb that Superman is asking for. But as they get inside, Karth looks over to John and tells him that he is sorry. Sorry because he is just about to betray him. And this is when we see a bunch of Shadowbreed coming to ambush him. And currently going on with Superman, he is trying to rescue as many individuals he can from falling and jumping off of this cliff. But this is when Superman realizes that this was all a trap. The Shadowbreed knew exactly what it was doing. It was trying to capture Superman. And to do so, it had to go to these elaborate lengths to be able to do so. But we see slowly but surely the Shadowbreed making its way into Superman's body. Now Jonathan, he asks Karth, what did he do? And Karth apologizes, but they're granting him the ability to stay free from the Shadowbreed if he did this. And though he feels much shame, it's too late for that. And Superboy, he tells him, it's not too late for either of us. And this is where we see John literally launch through the top of the building, and he takes off, going to find Superman, realizing that this was all a trap to set him up. And Jonathan goes flying across the planet as fast as he possibly can, crushing ruins in his wake because something is rising. Something is about to come. And right now, the only person that can stop it is Superboy. And that will be the end of this issue. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. These stories have been revealing to the character and the character arc of Jonathan. And we're really seeing him struggling with the idea of him ever taking on the mantle of Superman. Now he's been to the future, he's seen the headlines, he's seen how his father is praised. And he's having such a difficult time with the idea of living up to that name, of stepping out of the shadow that is Clark Kent. So all in all, I have to say it's going along pretty well. I would like to see this really start to close out and then, make their way back to Earth. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of this issue. If you have not yet, do me a favor, hit that sub button, hit that notification bell, make sure you don't miss any of the awesome content we have coming out. And until the next breakdown.